Yo, what is up? So today I'm going to be showing you a fast guide to get the size potions, which I feel like is the biggest craze of this update. Like, this is the item everybody wants, I feel like. I don't know, I could be wrong, but in my opinion, this is the highlight of the update. It is the size potion. Now, you know, I mean, obviously by its name, what it does is it increases the size of your plants. If you actually hover over it, it says seeds planted have increased odds to be bigger, which is massive. I mean, literally, like, it makes the plants massive, but also it's massive in terms of the fact that, you know, this changes the game. Literally, this completely changes the game. This potion is amazing. Very similar to how the witch potion kind of changed the game a bit. They've done it again, and they've added this potion. By the way, definitely leave a like and subscribe. I do giveaways and things like that, so if that interests you, definitely subscribe. Now, because obviously, I mean, I could have titled or made this video, you know, fast guide for plant pantry, which I guess, I mean, technically that is that, but I thought it's probably more ideal to title it fast guide for the size potion, because I feel like that's what everyone's going for. Because don't get me wrong, these other rewards, they're all right, but definitely nowhere near as good as the size potion, in my opinion. Now, in terms of how to do this fast, well, if you don't know, by the way, the way you get the size potion is by completing the plant pantry. So if you head over here, now, one of the ways is by completing the final rewards. That means by completing this percentage bar. As you can see, right now, I'm on 27%. If I get it to 100%, I get all three of these final rewards, which is obviously amazing. But don't let this discourage you, because obviously getting one size potion every 100% would actually take a while, because obviously, you know, this isn't the fastest event we've ever had. Like, it literally takes every minute for you basically to be able to give it a plant, and even sometimes it gives like a secret plant that you have to wait the minute to skip anyway. So anyway, it takes ages. So what's really good is right here, there's this next reward feature as well that they've added. Basically, this right here, well, this is different every time. I'm just going to use Robux for this, because just to show you, it actually changes the reward, and sometimes you can get pretty lucky. Now, you can actually get size potions. By the way, this next reward, you get this reward every single time you give a plant. So yeah, as you can see, I'm pretty sure I'm getting 3 different rewards there. So the next reward feature is actually pretty good, and you can get size potions. And also, surprisingly, you can also get witch potions. So witch potions are actually technically back in the game, which is pretty awesome. Obviously, it was technically limited for a while because the Halloween event disappeared, which is how you got the witch potions in the first place. Now, I can't get a size potion to spawn here, but it does happen. Okay, I actually really can't get it to spawn. It definitely does spawn there. I've had it, like, spawn there twice now. Okay, there we go. Look at that. Boom. There it is. So we're actually getting a size potion, as you can see, and also a Camillo Frigerino, whatever that thing is called. I don't know. But yeah, let's just claim this again. Why not? And let's just get ourselves the size potion. Obviously, I mean, I'm skipping through those with Robux, but usually you'd obviously do it this way. And actually, the next reward is a card pack and a speed potion. So yeah, basically that's how you get the size potions, either from the next reward, or you guarantee to get one through the final rewards. So I highly recommend you stack up quite a few of these, because they're pretty good, especially right now. A lot of people have been talking about these might get a nerf. I don't know if that's true or not, so use them now if you want, because it could potentially get a nerf. I don't know. So yeah, obviously now you know how to get them, either from the next reward or the final rewards. Of course, you need to constantly be giving plants so you can actually go up the percentage and also obviously get your rewards. Now, what you can do to be effective and fast is basically, here's my strategy, and this is probably what I'm going to be doing. Now, what I'd recommend is you go on an alt account or something and you clear out your inventory completely, or just sell everything if you don't really care about your secret, or well, if you've got some like secret plants and stuff. You know, I wouldn't recommend selling. I would recommend going like an alt account or giving them to a friend or something. It's never good to sell secret plants and stuff like that, because there's always people that want them. Or what, you don't need to completely clear out your inventory. It's just, it will help. But basically get a lot of inventory space. And what you want to do is, with the seed shop, by the way, make sure you're buying loads of seeds. You can actually AFK this with like a macro if you want, just by clicking each individual seed for like ages. Just go AFK for like a few hours. And what you can do is, when you've got loads of seeds stacked up just like this, you can actually go ahead and pretty much you can plant like 10 of each seed, or maybe 15 of each seed, or 20 of each seed, whatever you want to do. And basically just get a nice like mixture of loads of different random plants, especially like the basic ones and the rare ones, and even like, I guess, the legendaries and stuff. Just make sure you plant in at least like 10 or 15 of each one. Obviously the secret ones and the, that might be harder to do, but I do have a tip for that as well. So yeah, get tons of plants in your inventory. Make sure it's a lot of random ones, because obviously this is unpredictable, this selection that it gives you from this hamster. Because basically, if you've got loads of random plants, then that pretty much means majority of the time you'll be ready. So like, let's say I had a strawberry, which I don't think I actually do. Or maybe I do actually. Okay, so there we go. Boom. And then, yeah, then you give it to him and then boom. That is what you need to do. So that way you're basically always ready and then you're wasting no time. Now, obviously you can't do that with every seed. So I don't, expect everybody to be planting down 15 secret seeds of every single secret plant. That would be pretty mental. So what you can do, if you don't know, just because a item pops up here doesn't mean you have to give this little hamster, well, I say little, he's actually bigger than me. Although I'm like 6 foot, so I don't know how tall he is. He must be like 6'7" or something. I don't know. But just because there's a plant here doesn't mean you have to hand it in. If you have a look up here, it says new plant in 50 seconds. So let's say a star fruit spawns in, right? I don't really expect anybody to be giving in star fruits because that would kind of be a waste. Obviously, star fruits is the best plant in the game at the moment. So instead of giving in a star fruit, what you can do, if I can actually talk, is basically wait for it to hit 0 and it will refresh into something else, and hopefully it's a way better plant. Because I'm pretty sure it doesn't actually make a difference, by the way. I'm pretty sure every time you do this, it's either 4 or 5% towards your completed. So literally, even if you give a secret plant or a basic plant, it literally gives you the same percentage anyway. So ideally, you want to be saving your secret plants and stuff and just using like basics and rares and legendaries and stuff like that rather than your best stuff. Although sometimes you can be unlucky because let's say you just switched just there. So a dragon fruit. Have I got one of those? I think so. Oh, I've got loads. I've got 250 seeds, but no plant. But yeah, let's give a scenario where it's like maybe it will spawn in a, let's say, a tomato trio or a Mr. Carrot, right? And that's a secret plant. Maybe you don't have one of those to give. Then unfortunately, on the next rotation, it can be then a star fruit, right? Like sometimes you can actually get trolled like that, which can be pretty annoying. But obviously back-to-back secrets is pretty rare, but that can actually happen. That did actually happen to me. I think it was genuinely, I think it was a Mr. Carrot, and I was like, I'm not using a Mr. Carrot, no way, buddy. I waited the 60 seconds, and then, yeah, then decided to give me a star fruit. So, this guy right here is a bit of a troll, I won't lie. That hamster is definitely a bit of a troll. Just don't get me wrong, I mean, the new seed and this new Brainrot, it's all right. But the main focus would definitely, in my opinion, what you should be aiming for is definitely the size potions. Stack those up. It's a really good potion to get, especially during this week, because potentially after this event, that potion might go, it's guaranteed to go limited until obviously they find another way to add it back. Kind of similar to the witch potion. Obviously, that was a limited time like potion for the Halloween one, but then they removed Halloween and then you can no longer get it. I suppose they've brought it back somewhat, because it did appear in the next reward in the plant pantry for me. I did see it one time, so you can definitely get it during this. So that is interesting. I'm going to try and aim for like 20 or 30. That might be a little bit, extreme, I guess. I don't know. We'll see. I might be able to get more than that. I don't know. Depends how motivated I am to keep going through this. Because obviously you can only place one plant in there every 60 seconds. So it's not exactly going to be a fast process, unfortunately. Well, we're just going to have to wait and see. But yeah, if this did help you out, definitely leave a like, subscribe. Join my Discord server. You won't regret it. And yeah, hope you have a really good day. Let me know your thoughts on the update. Do you think it's dub, L? Genuinely curious to hear everybody's opinions. And yeah, appreciate you. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.